All right, y'all. So today we're going to continue our SEO basics, SEO 101 little mini series, because so many of these things can feel really overwhelming, but they don't have to be. So today I'm going to break down on-page SEO and off-page SEO, how you need to do it and not do it, and simple actionable tips for success with your on-page and off-page SEO strategy. Because when you don't do these little things correctly, it can kind of shoot you in the foot or bite you in the butt. Pick your own analogy. All right. So don't get overwhelmed. I'm going to break everything down super simply. Make sure that you're taking notes, and I'm going to give you some action tips so you can go and fix these things in your own website. All right, y'all, we're going to jump on in. Hey there, fellow entrepreneur. Welcome to Simple SEO and Marketing. Do you want to grow your business with sustainable traffic sources? Have you heard about the power of search engine optimization and you want to take advantage of it to get more traffic, more eyeballs on your business? But when it comes down to it, does SEO feel complicated and hard to implement? Are you tired of wondering what in the heck to do with your website to get more traffic and more leads knocking on your door? What if I could tell you that there was a simple, proven system for using SEO, blogging, and copywriting to get leads from your website, and not just any leads, high converting leads? Hey, I'm Faith Hannon, wife, mama, copywriter, SEO strategist, and barrel racer. And for the last 8 years, I've been figuring out what works and what doesn't work in the world of online marketing to get organic traffic. And now I'm here to share all the things I'm learning in the trenches of SEO, copywriting, and content marketing. How does 300%, 500%, or even 12,000% more traffic in a year sound? What could your business do with that kind of traffic increase? How many more people could you help? So listen in and prepare to take notes. I'm about to drop simple, actionable SEO marketing and copywriting tips, all with a heavy dose of Jesus-loving encouragement. Let's get you more traffic and more leads so you can help more people with your God-given gifts. Okay, so why in the world do I want to talk about on-page SEO and off-page SEO? Well, for starters, this is a topic that I've gotten several questions about lately, mostly about off-page SEO and people just not really understanding that and how that works. So for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to start off with some really good, easy to understand definitions of on-page SEO and off-page SEO. Then I'm going to talk about what you can do, what you can control there. And then I'm going to break down some very simple things that you can do for your off-page SEO. And then next week, we're going to chat about on-page SEO. Okay, so you know where we're going, okay? So what is on-page SEO and what is off-page SEO? So on-page SEO is simply anything on your website that you can control. So the load speed, the links linking back in between the pages, your H1 text, your H2 text, your keywords, your page titles, your meta description, how things are displayed, the user experience, EEAT, everything within your control on your website can be categorized as on-page SEO. Now, what is off-page SEO? Off-page SEO is pretty much anything not on your actual website that is sometimes not super within your control. So this off-page SEO includes things like backlinks, okay? That's the real biggie. People referencing your site, okay? People talking about your site, all right? Collaborations, link backs, all of those things fall under off-page SEO. Now, I think the thing that people get really kind of freaked out about with SEO is they're like, well, I need backlinks, I need this and this and this. And I get emails about people generating backlinks for me and all of these things. And yes, that is important. We're going to get to that, but take a deep breath, okay? So here's the analogy that I want to use for you. If you have a house, let's say you have a house in a yard and trees and grass and all these things, like you can control how well you take care of your house. You get to pick the paint color. You get to pick the plants that you plant in the front yard. You get to determine how welcoming it feels. You get to decide if you're diffusing essential oils or burning candles, or if you have a mean dog that greets people at the door. Like, your house is within your control. Now, how people perceive your house is much less within your control. You can't determine whether your neighbor thinks that the paint color you picked is great. You can't determine whether the person driving by hates that plant. You can't determine whether somebody thinks that your house is the cutest thing ever and they want to take pictures of it and feature it in a magazine. Like, you make your house what you want it to be for you. I hope you're not making your house for other people, but that's a whole nother topic. But how people perceive your house, talk about your house, share your house is much less within your control. So much more of your time needs to be spent on your house, aka your on-page SEO, rather than what people think about your house. Okay? So when you're thinking about your SEO strategy, please don't try to spend your whole life worrying about your off-page SEO. Okay? Now, that being said, I'm going to give you 3 very actionable things that you can do for better off-page SEO today. And then next week, we're going to chat some really simple, actionable things for great on-page SEO that you may not have thought of. Some little hacks there, okay? So 3 things that you can do for better off-page SEO, all right? And number 1 is write great content. That is the number 1 thing you can do for great SEO, because the truth of the matter is, if your content helps somebody, then they're much more likely to share your content. If your content does nothing for nobody, then they're probably not going to share it, or they might only be sharing it for selfish, like, tag back reasons, right? Type of a deal. So when you're thinking about off-page SEO, I want you to ask yourself, is this content that I'm creating, is it share worthy? Is it share worthy? Is this something that is worth somebody's time and reputation to say, hey, this is a great article, go read it, it will help you with XYZ. So the number 1 thing that you can do for great off-page SEO is to write great content. All right? The number 2 thing that you can do is to do genuine collaborations. Genuine collaborations from genuine relationships. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I get, at least 1 or 2 emails a month from somebody that's like, hey, would you include your links in my stuff? And then I'll include your links in my stuff. Somebody that I've never heard of before. I have no frame of reference for, and they usually sound like they have never listened to my podcast or read any of my stuff. And it feels spammy, because it is. Okay, so if you are really trying to build up your off-page SEO strategy, which is okay, like, that needs to be something that is on your radar, but not at the front of your face all the time, like, not something to worry about constantly. Think about some people that you can do genuine collaborations with. Think about somebody that has an audience kind of adjacent to yours, that maybe they don't teach what you teach, but your content and your expertise could still be useful to their audience, and then offer to write a guest post, an original guest post for their audience, and ask that would include follow link backs, and then offer them the opportunity to write a guest post for your blog so that it is a genuine collaboration. Think about how whatever collaboration you want to do can be a blessing to that person as well. Don't be selfish in how you pitch collaborations, okay? And number 3 goes right along with this, is to ask to have links included in content or in work that you do, but not in a spammy way. One of the ways that we have built up a great backlink strategy in my business is with client work. I just ask, hey, can I include a written by Faith Hannon and team on this piece of content? And they're like, yeah, sure. Like, it does not hurt them in any way. And then it's linking back to my content, right? And that's a great way. If you have, a bunch of clients that you've done work for, and you're like, hey, I would love to feature you on my website, feature your work on my website. Is there any way that we could also, do a featured post or a proud to have worked with post link on your website? If not, no big deal. Ask kindly, but not in a spammy way, okay? And again, your off-page SEO cannot replace good on-page SEO, all right? With the latest Google updates this past year, people that have bought backlinks or have done stuff where their links, they paid somebody to drop their blog links in comment sections on lots of blogs. Some of those people are actually getting dinged for that because it was not done in a genuine way, or those link building companies put their website links in all kinds of spammy, shady places. So I would not hire a link building company unless that is something that you feel really confident in, that they're going to do a great job of. It's not something that I do for my business. So take that as it is. Like, I'm not saying I never would hire people to help with that, but that's not something that we do currently. So the 3 things that I want you to focus on for off-page SEO: write great content, do genuine collaborations, and ask for links to be included in client works, but not in a spammy way. All right. Now, remember, your on-page SEO is much more within your control. That's where I want you to spend the majority of your SEO and content creation efforts. But those 3 off-page SEO tips will get you started. And then next week, I'm dropping some fun tips to work on your on-page SEO and your keywords in your on-page SEO that maybe you haven't thought of using before. So we'll chat with you next week. And until then, y'all be blessed. And I'm just praying that you are able to go and use your God-given gifts to bless the people that God has given you to be a blessing to. All right, y'all. Chat soon. Bye. Thank you so much for listening in today. Hopefully this episode gave you some really tangible tips for better SEO and marketing to get more leads and more sales from your website. If it did, can I ask you a quick favor? Would you please share this episode with a friend and then just take 10 seconds and go leave a written review on Apple Podcasts? That is the very best way to help more Jesus-loving entrepreneurs scale their businesses so that they can help more people with their gifts and make an even bigger impact for the kingdom of God. And guess what? We now have a Facebook community where we can learn, hang out, and laugh. Go join the Facebook group now. It's linked in the show notes. And all the other things, courses, coaching, and copywriting can be found at my website, faithhannon.com. Until next time, God bless, and I'll talk to you soon.